go first! Hello everyone, it's me, and today, Sonic the Hedgehog! Are you the best? Let's find out together!
So it seems like people weren't super thrilled with how the new Sonic movie trailer looked. But good news, the team behind the movie said that they're taking all of our feedback and making adjustments to Sonic's design. Praise Mobius, maybe that means we're gonna get Sonic a much needed teeth extraction. But you know what, Paramount Pictures, save your money, because Game Theorist over here's already done the good work for ya. You can thank us later. For your consideration today, I present to you an improved version of the Sonic trailer.
Yeah.
I must accelerate rapidly. Despite my outward appearance, I will attempt to convince you that I am a common house cat. Meow.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory!
Hello Internet! Welcome to Film Theory! Hello!
Where today, after 4 long years, we finally give this channel its rite of passage, a video dedicated to Sonic speed. You see, the first really big video that I ever did here on YouTube was over on the sister channel Game Theory, and was one dedicated to calculating Sonic's speed across his games. It was my first video to ever cross 100,000 views, in fact. And when I found him to just be a wee bit slower than the games advertise, it caught everyone by surprise, and made a decent number of people angry. But today, I've got something that's maybe even more shocking. Say what you
One of the first few oops moments in life.
will about the Sonic movie's character design, like the fact that he looks like a grown man in a furry Halloween costume, or the fact that Sonic's teeth are literal nightmare fuel, or the fact that when you freeze it on this particular frame, it looks like he has a goatee, which is something that you can never unsee after this moment. Say any of those things, and you know what? You'd be 100% right. But today, I'm also gonna prove to you that for as much as they got wrong in this trailer, there is one thing that they got absolutely right. This is the single most accurate Sonic that we have ever seen. Don't believe me? Stick around and get ready to be convinced.
So you're trying to say that this is the most accurate, best? Convince me. Do your best.
Now, while you, Internet, watched that trailer one time and then immediately went to bleach your brain, I have watched it no less than 50 times. And let me tell you this, watching this thing frame by frame gives you some great insights into this movie. Like this really uncomfortable CGI as they fall through Sonic's golden teleportation ring. Or
Okay, but having said that, do recognize that this video came out in the year 2019, so a lot of years have passed. So yeah, let's be understanding and welcoming to it. There's even a Sonic 2 Knuckles Boom Boom, the new video coming out, the new movie coming
how
out.
Sonic's head can just kinda detach from his body, just like that. Or how the electricity that Sonic generates just kinda appears everywhere for some reason. That it's not necessarily tied to the location that he just traveled through. Because we all know Sonic's classic ability to produce lightning. What? Anyway, what I learned the most about was his speed. You see, Sonic demonstrates
The god of thunder.
Lot of different speeds throughout this trailer. At the very beginning, he clocks in at a whopping 760 miles per hour on the sheriff's dash-mounted radar gun. Given credit where credit's due, this is actually a pretty cool Easter egg, since Sonic is known for rolling around at the speed of sound, and the speed of sound is 767 miles per hour. So he is, in this scene, rolling around at the speed of sound. So the movie got that fact about Sonic totally right, and got everything else in this scene totally wrong. You see, Sonic running past a radar gun like that probably wouldn't return a speed reading at all. Speed guns shoot radio waves forward, which bounce off the target and back at the gun. Since Sonic is moving away from the gun, those bounced back waves would get stretched out. If Sonic was approaching the gun, those waves would have gotten compressed.
So it will be quite inaccurate, isn't it?
This is called the Doppler effect, with the gun measuring the change in radio wave frequency and then converting that into a final speed. Here's the thing though, cops aren't dealing with cars traveling at near Sonic speeds. As such, police radar guns tend to cap out at 200 miles per hour, meaning that Sonic, to their equipment, would probably be invisible. But this scene is just Sonic and his trailer getting warmed up. After performing a few stretches, we see Sonic's speed hit whole new levels. In these 2 frames, we see Sonic erupting into a massive explosion that knocks out power for, apparently, the entirety of North America.
Wow, that's a very strong EMP. That's huge.
starting in Mexico, apparently. We're seriously supposed to believe that Green Hills here, ground zero for Sonic's explosion, is in Mexico? Ay caramba, this movie is so stupid. Anyway, location doesn't matter here. By measuring the distance between the marks on the road, we can actually calculate what speed he's traveling prior to erupting into that massive explosion. Now, if you were to guess, if I were to ask you right now, how long is each individual dashed center line on the highway, what would you say? Think about that. Put your guess down in the comments, and remember that you can always edit your comments after I reveal the answer. Make yourselves look smarter. Just saying. Also, while you're
edit, brain. So what do you think is the length? For me, I'm guessing it's probably around 2 meters? 1 meter? 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter apart.
Down there in the comments making your guess, be sure to take a minute to support our sponsor for today's episode, Us Theoryware. Yeah, it's literally just me promoting the merch that we just launched for spring. There is everything from socks and underwear to cool color-changing desk lamps, even an awesome embroidered jacket with thumb holes. And while I could sit here in the recording closet and chill to you about how nice it all is and how hard we worked on it, both of which are very true, let me instead let you guys who've already gotten yours in the mail do the talking. Like Liam here, who says that the new Codebreaker shirt is, quote, the most comfortable shirt he has ever worn.
10 out of 10. Oh, wow, that's a very amazing score. Thank you so much.
Would agree, it is unbelievably soft. Or then there's Beth, who got herself the Theorist Pride shirt and says that she's happy with the design, fit, and quality. If I can be honest, I really think the color complements the dog's snout and ears, but you know, that's just my opinion. And lastly, for callouts today, there's Finn, who got himself the player jacket and says it's, quote, warm, comfy, and stylish. Can I just say that I love how matter-of-fact all of these tweets are? This shirt fits my personal wardrobing needs adequately. Anyway, let me just say that by getting yourself some theory wear, not only are you getting some awesome high-quality clothing, or lights in this case, that allow you to show off your theorist pride to the world, but you're also supporting this channel and all of us who spend hundreds of hours each and every week researching and editing these theories, dedicated to you. So thank you so much for watching, thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for putting up with this little ad in the middle of the video. Link is right where you'd expect it, top line of the description. Okay, so did that shilling give you enough time to make your guess as far as how long the lines in the highway are? Well,
so how long are the lines in the highway are? I'm gonna guess it's probably 1 meter or 1.5 meter apart.
Now it's finally time for that answer. Okay, so scientific surveys have shown that most people estimate that those lines are about 2 feet in length, when in actuality they're 5 times that length. They're 10 feet, 30 feet separating each individual line.
Oh, I forgot they're using feet instead of meters, I'm sorry.
That's according to the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, Chapter 3B, Section 620.2. Oh, you heard that right, over 620 sections of roadway marking specification. I read some really exciting stuff for this show. Anyway.
Yes, really exciting stuff. Thank you so much.
Knowing that little factoid, and now that you're slightly smarter than the rest of the population, we see that Sonic is traveling 30 plus 10 plus another 30 feet, or 70 feet in that one frame. Considering that the video is running at 24 frames per second, that's 70 feet divided by 1/24th of a second, or 1,680 feet per second, which translates to 1,145 miles per hour, 1842 kilometers an hour. Eat your heart out, Superman, because that's about as fast as a speeding bullet. If you're on the equator, planet Earth actually rotates at speeds around 1,000 miles per hour, and Sonic is cooking along faster than that. Now,
fun fact, Singapore is around the equator of the Earth, bro. The more you know.
Now, that is certainly fast, but it is nowhere near the speeds that we see him hit at the end of this 3-minute cringe fest. You see, the trailer ends with an epic scene of Sonic standing still while Jim Carrey, I refuse to call a man who would allow this,
You're basic.
Dr. Robotnik,
Oh my gosh, you're basic. Sorry.
While Jim Carrey fires off a salvo of rockets from his attack drones. Now, obviously, this whole thing is happening in bullet time, or let's say Sonic vision, where time is slowed down to Sonic's perspective of the world. So
I really like it that they changed to make it better so that the fans will actually, they listen to the fans.
So he must be fast because the rockets are literally standing still. And Sonic uses this opportunity to redirect the missiles and bullets away from him and towards the ground? Sonic, there are people down there! there. Jeez, you not only look like a monster, but you act like one too.
So that's one of the good reasons that they changed this trailer away, so...
Anyway, to calculate the true speed that he's going in the scene, I measured his movement against the one thing that's also fast enough to have perceived motion while in Sonic vision: explosions. We see here an explosion happening in slow motion as Sonic moves from one drone to the next. So by researching the speed of that explosion, and then seeing how fast Sonic is moving relative to that, we can actually get his true movement speed. Now, we have no way of knowing what kind of explosives that Eggman is using in these missiles, but we do know the detonation speed of C4, which is 18,000 miles per hour, or 8,050 meters a second. So we can use that as
That's fast. That is super duper fast.
an approximation for what we're seeing here. Knowing that Sonic is the size of a small child in the movie,
Do you have your child in that bay?
which coincides with his canon heights plural because Sonic the Hedgehog has two, of course, which is around 40 feet, we can actually estimate the size of each of these drones to be similar to this existing spherical drone that's 88 centimeters in diameter, or about 2.8 feet. It takes 0.5 seconds of Sonic time for the drone to explode to their diameter, and in that time, 10 frames of footage, Sonic is able to travel 4 times the diameter of the drone. So doing a few calculations and proportions, we're able to conclude that Sonic is moving in this scene at 72,038 miles an hour. That is 32,204 meters a second. For reference, the fastest ever spacecraft was 36,000 miles per hour, and Sonic is twice that speed. With movement that fast, he is on par with some meteors, which can range from 25,000 to 100,000 miles an hour.
Wait a minute. The very fact that he's moving at such rate, such haste, right? Wouldn't there be explosions, sonic booms involved? Kaboom!
At this point, he's going hyper fast. But hold my chili dog because I'm not done, nor is this trailer. You see, that roadway scene from a while back is a bit misleading. Sure, I calculated that he's running at 1,200 miles an hour, but he also creates a blast that apparently knocks out the electricity for the entire North American continent. It seems like what he's created there should be a sonic boom, since, you know, he's traveling faster than the speed of sound, but that
I'm guessing that's an EMP.
is not a sonic boom. This is a sonic boom. Ugh, bad joke is bad. No.
That's not a sonic boom. This is a sonic boom. Okay, that's lame.
Oh, but in all seriousness, sonic booms wouldn't create an explosion that results in a nationwide blackout. So, is this just movie logic? Bad movie science? No, actually, the trailer isn't wrong here. And the real explanation for what's going on actually explains some of the weird design decisions that they made with Sonic. You see, that blast is most likely an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse.
Electromagnetic pulse.
Now, what does that mean? Well, from a very basic standpoint, electromagnetic radiation is everything from radio waves and microwaves to visible light to X-rays and gamma rays. Our modern society is built on our ability to harness the power of electromagnetic radiation.
Yes, you must understand that electricity is practically everywhere. Even your nerve system, you need electricity to function. Your brain needs electricity, then zoom to your veins, then back. Something like that, but on a much grander scale for this movie lah, to cause such outage.
Cell phones, the internet, radio communications, medical equipment, the list of things that electromagnetism has enabled us to do is nearly endless. Now, an EMP is when you send out a lot of EM at once, which overwhelms electrical circuits. Send out enough, and suddenly you're overloading power grids and causing massive nationwide blackouts. As a result, one of the biggest fears that you hear politicians talk about these days is the EMP threat.
Electromagnetic pulse attack, electromagnetic pulse attack.
A large-scale EMP event in the United States.
Where a foreign country would blow up a nuclear warhead in our atmosphere, surprisingly not doing a whole heck of a lot to us, but would release a bunch of gamma rays into the atmosphere, which would knock a bunch of electrons out of their orbits, which then get trapped in Earth's magnetic field, causing a massive electrical imbalance that needs to correct itself, which gives rise to a continent-sized EMP.
Yes, which thus cuts power for everyone in that location. Huge disaster.
According to the Federation of American Scientists, quote, a large device detonated at 400 to 500 kilometers over Kansas would affect all of the continental US. And long story short, EMP blasts, while harmless to us, could be massively damaging to the infrastructure that our society is built on. Across the country, lights, communication systems, and the internet would all go down instantaneously, and we probably wouldn't even understand why.
Huge crisis.
For a while. It's crazy. And that is, in essence, what Sonic is doing in this scene, and what causes the military to panic and hire Jim Carrey to hunt him down. Now, clearly, in this scene, Sonic isn't creating a nuclear blast. We see everything intact after he sprints away. But the science still works because, you know, Sonic has those classic lightning abilities I talked about a little bit earlier. Well, it may seem stupid that this movie chose to have Sonic constantly crackling with electricity when he gets ready to run. It shockingly makes the science of this scene work out. In essence, that lightning makes Sonic the equivalent of a charged particle, which, when traveling at high enough speeds, create gamma rays. This is called synchrotron radiation.
Okay, the more you know, I guess. I'm sorry. Let me try pronouncing it. Synchrotron radiations, right? Hopefully I got it correct.
Which in this case could potentially lead to the massive electromagnetic pulse that we see in this movie's trailer. A pulse that appears to kick off the entire plot of this film. So how fast would a charged particle like Sonic the Hedgehog need to travel to create the massive amounts of gamma rays needed to create an EMP blast like this? Nearly the speed of light, just under 670,616,629 miles an hour, or about 300 million meters a second. Does Sonic traveling at near light speed in this scene sound stupid? Well, canonically, it is Sonic's correct speed. In Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic gets the light speed dash, which allows him to race towards rings at light speed.
Light speed dash. Okay, that's gonna cause a lot of catastrophic disaster around you. Not a bad idea. Not a good idea, that's right. Not a good idea.
In Sonic CD, we see him traveling through time, which again is presumably using his relativistic speeds traveling near the speed of light. And in Sonic Colors, he's not so fast that he can outrun a black hole, running for about 30 seconds until he gets sucked back in, but it confirms that he's running at a magnitude near the speed of light. Like it or not, this movie is currently one of the only pieces of Sonic media where we actually get to see Sonic traveling at the speeds that he's supposed to be traveling, making this, awful design and all, the single best portrayal of Sonic the Hedgehog ever, because it got his defining feature correct. His speed. Is it stupid? Absolutely. But the speeds that he's supposedly traveling are also stupidly fast, and we're finally getting to see some of the real-world ramifications of what exactly that would entail now.
Yes, that's true. The real-world ramifications for the citizens that is not super, for the everyday, common, humdrum civilians involved. They'll just be collateral damage, unfortunate victims.
So sure, Sonic 2019 may be the new Sonic 06, but it is one of the best portrayals of Sonic ever by truly showing us that he's the fastest thing alive.
He's the fastest thing alive.
The only thing that's faster is this movie heading to the bargain bin. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
Wow, that's interesting. But that is horrible. That is really horrible, the animations. They changed it. I really like it that at the actual thing, right, they changed the design of the outlook so that the fans will recognize it as close to the source material. Thank you so much for the producers, the designers, for actually listening to the fan base. Thank you so much, understanding the community as well. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video together with me. If you do like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have any share with us. Don't forget to follow my channel, and I sincerely appreciate all of the support and encouragement for my work. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you all in my next video. But hey, that's just a theory, a film theory, and cut. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye bye! Bye 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 bye. Thank you so much. Subscribe! Really encouraging and uplifting.